Hello students, today we are going to discuss about continuation of Mendelian disorder. This is now autosomal dominant disorder. Mendelian autosomal there is a dominant disorder. In that dominant disorder, Huntington's chorea related to this one. Normally, that gene is present in chromosome 4. This Huntington's chorea, the name, the scientist who identified that one. Then, what is the symptom? What it means? Immediately, your brain it comes the progressive deformation or progressive reduce that brain development and all, or progressive degeneration of brain. It is simply remember progressive degeneration of brain, PDB, progressive degeneration of brain. Why progressive degeneration of brain? Normally in that chromosome 4, in the short arm, not long arm, that is very important. Chromosome 4 in short arm, whenever that this particular triplet codon that is related to GIN or GLN, guanosine, one type of this protein, this triplet codon, normally if it is a normal condition, it is present 10 to 34 repeaters are present. In this present 10 to 34. If it is normal condition, this triplet codon, if it is normal condition, this many repeats repeatedly present. Then affected one, affected one, 42 to 100, these triplet codons are present. Whenever triplet codons, normally that 10 to 20% or maximum 30%, which one can shrinking of the brain, shrinking of the brain. Whenever shrinking, it affected on memory, it affected on their body movements, it affected on their faculty to speech, then it affected on unable to move in a proper manner. All these abnormalities normally it must observing. In this, because of that particular defective genes are present. In this one, what are the common symptoms are observing? That faulty to speech, that jerk movements, that frequent jerk movements, as well as then faulty to speech, unable. Then apart from this one, some dancing movement to that particular person. Even without particular music, automatically that the joints are moving, that limb movements, abnormal movements, that abnormal limb movement. So these abnormalities normally observing in that Huntington's chorea, because of this repeatedly it is present at short arm of chromosome 4 and all. Then along with this one more dominant disorder, that is another one already said related to ichthyosis. That is, in this ichthyosis, scaly leaves on the skin. That scaly skin, that scaly appearance on the skin. Then along with this one, cataract related to eye disorder, cleft palate, this palate upper related to little bit open like Down syndrome, cataract as well as cleft palate related to mouth part and all. Then along with this one, there is achondroplasma. or achondroplasy. This achondroplasy related to dwarfism because of that chondrius. Normally height of that baby, the person becomes very short, but because of these chondrocytes and very thicker particular bones are present. That is similar to dwarfism, related to this dwarfism and all. Then here one more point to remember. Recently they studied along with this one, due to excess secretion of somatostatin hormone, also one among the causes of this Huntington's chorea. Along with this gene mutation, that hormonal somatostatin excessively secretion, it is also causes to the Huntington's and such type of speech as well as that joint movements, everything it is present and all. Then the dwarfism, whatever the characteristic features are present in dwarfism, similar characters normally observing and all. Apart from this one, the limbs, everything it is present in a normal condition. Limbs are present in shorter, little bit elongated, little bit thicker bones because of accumulation. All these things and because of the defective and then along with this one, it is also we are observing then polydactyly. Normally 5 fingers are present is a normal person. Polydactyly also one among these dominant disorder. That means sixth finger. Some of the people you are observing sixth finger, there is a dominant Mendelian, that gene mutational disorder. That is polydactyly, 6 fingers or toes. Then brachydactyly. Brachydactyly, normally 5 fingers only present, very shorter, very dwarf, very smaller, the smaller size of the fingers. Fingers are toes and all. Then related to Marfan syndrome. What is it by Marfan? Marfan syndrome, that is, it is not appropriate development of skeletal bones and all. Improper development of skeletal bones. That means elongated that particular finger bones or toe bones and all. Then corneal vascular disease. Apart from this one, that limb movements, that abnormal limb movements. So this Marfan syndrome, you observe carefully. Elongated, that means improper development of skeletal system. That means remaining body parts skeletal system is normal. Fingers as well as toes, very thin and elongated bones. Along with this one, cardiovascular problems. Then apart from cardiovascular problem, it is also observing, that is related to elongated fingers, toes, cardiovascular problems, prominently observing this Marfan syndrome and all. Then apart from this one, we are also observing here that Dutcheny, that is regarding related to muscular dystrophy. Normally muscular dystrophy, both autosomal as well as sex-linked, both it will be present. Both it must be identified and all, related to the particular aspects and all. Then related to, then you write sex-linked Mendelian disorder. Up here we discussed autosomal Mendelian disorder, either recessive or dominant. Then apart from this one, sex-linked Mendelian disorder, that is one among this one, hemophilia. That is John Otto, who is the name of the scientist, explained about Hemophilia. John Otto, scientist, explained about hemophilia. Why? Because Queen of England suffering from, there is a hemophilia, there is a X-linked recessive disorder, hemophilia. That Queen of England suffering of this one. This one, hemophilia, there is a bladder's disease. Why one can cause this? Defective of plasma thromboplastin, deficiency of plasma, deficiency of plasma thromboplastin. Whenever deficiency of plasma thromboplastin may causes to the hemophilia or bladders. After bleeding, after injury, unable to clotting because of this deficiency or blood clotting factors 9 as well as 8. Majorly 80% of bladders disease, blood clotting factor 8, that is hemophilia A. Normally it affected and all. In this one, whenever defective in this X-linked recessive gene, whenever absence, this that bladder's disease, normally we call it as bladder's disease. That already you know. Suppose affected female, one can marry with male. These are parents. Then you try in your home, what is the possibility of progeny with the help of Punnett square? How many daughters are affected? How many that baby related to male children are affected? How many carriers are present? Or similarly, one more crossing you do, that carrier female. Then this carrier female marry with affected male. Then what is the possibility their progeny with the help of Punnett square as well as that pedigree analysis you must identify. Then along with this one, then normal female, affected male. This whatever the possibility, first you know that particular crossing with the help of Punnett square. In this one, any one I said related to in this carrier female, then affected male. Then what is the possibility of progeny? The possibility of progeny here, one female affected, female are affected, then male also affected, then this female are carrier, this female carrier, male will be normal. That means 50% carrier, 50% affected, 50% normal. In this one, female, whenever this particular condition, any one among the female, but you remember most of the cases in female act as a carriers instead of affected. Whenever father affected, then only there may be chance to affected to their daughters. Based on this calculation, you must try these two also. Then apart from this one, then another one, color blindness. Then this color blindness, that Henson as well as Wilson related to both scientists explained about this one. Wilson, majorly that Wilson scientist explained about this color blindness. Color blindness also X-linked recessive disorder. Very important, X-linked recessive disorder, hemophilia as well as color blindness. In this color blindness, normally green as well as red, unable to observing the particular offsprings and all. When unable, suppose unable to extinguish, unable to express, unable to observing that green color, that is we call as proteinopia or proteinopia as well as deuteranopia or tritanopia. Protanopia or tetanopia, this protanopia normally a red color defect. It is normally red color defect. This is green color. This is blue color. This is red. Proteranopia normally a red color effect. Then related to deuteranopia, tritanopia, everything. Proteranopia as well as tritanopia. This is very important. It is also same like whatever I said. Whomever the person suffering from carrier female, the marry with the affected male. These are parents. What is the possibility like this Punnett square? You must try all whatever the possibilities. Male will be affected, female will be normal. Female will be carrier, male will be normal. Female carrier or male will be affected, or female affected or male will be normal. Like that, whatever possibility. Like similarly, you observe and identify what is the ratio, what is the percentile they may chance to affect their offspring in their particular generation, in that color blindness and all. Then along with the color blindness, it is also present in that sex-linked inheritance and all. That is DMD, Dutch muscular dystrophy. Just now I said muscular dystrophy normally affected both autosomal as well as allosomal. It is also on X chromosome dystrophin, that enzyme dystrophin is present. This dystrophin normally present on X chromosome. It is X-linked one. That's why it is called as Dutch muscular dystrophy. Also one type of sex-linked Mendelian disorder. In this one, dystrophin normally present underneath part of sarcolemma. If dystrophin unable to present on the surface of inner surface of sarcolemma, then unable to proper this particular contraction relaxation process and all. That means severe abnormality of the muscle. Here, severe abnormality of muscle. That means that person unable to lift the particular weights. The people unable to run. That means you believe or not, within 10 years, the people one can sit, the people whomever affect, they sit on wheelchair. Means unable to stand, unable to walk, unable to run because of normal dystrophin below the sarcolemma. It further progressive that muscular contraction relaxation functions. Whenever dystrophin absent, then all these contraction relaxation, that particular whatever muscular movement, the severe muscular abnormalities that may causes that Dutch muscular dystrophy. It is also a type of these particular aspects and all. So due to deficiency of dystrophin, that muscular dystrophy, it is present and all. Then some of these Mendelian disorders, that pedigree charts and one among the common autosomal recessive disorder. How commonly present autosomal recessive disorder in pedigree chart and all. In this, one male marry with female, those are parents. In this, the first generation, in the first generation, 5 offsprings are there. That is here our choice. Anyone, 50% of male, 50% of female, whatever it may be. In this F1 generation, some of these offsprings are affected. One male and female are affected. In this, any one among the offspring, then after getting puberty, then it get marriage, then one more generation. In this one person affected. Now, in this autosomal recessive disorder, what is the genotypes? Already this diagrammatically they represented in a test book. Then what is the genotype? If it is present, suppose this is autosomal, that's why we represent the genotypes. This capital A represent dominant, that homozygous recessive. These are homozygous dominant, homozygous recessive. These are heterozygous. It is a homo, a recessive or heterozygous. If it is dominant, it is a dominant. In this, what type of these genotypes normally observable in this pedigree analysis, that flow, this pedigree analysis chart and all. Here, suppose if you write here heterozygous, here you write homozygous recessive. Homozygous recessive means that affected means shading line. Here there is no shading line. That's why both parents are heterozygous. Then while crossing, these people are affected recessive disease. This is autosomal recessive. Both are homo. Then only that particular individual become affected. So this is affected people. Rest of the people either dominant or hetero, it will be present or not. This one among the female individual get married with another male. This what is the possibility? Then only one can possibly here. Here both are dominant. Then no one affected. But here one among the children affected. That's why here possibility of heterozygous. It is also like this. So it is a common for almost all type of autosomal recessive disorder. Whatever diseases like sickle cell anemia, as well as phenylketonuria, as well as cystic fibrosis. For example, cystic fibrosis, it is one person among 40,000. Then what is the possibility of what is the percentage possibility of the particular population? According to Hardy-Weinberg principle, you must calculate and think and then in this one, that is the autosomal recessive. Then this autosomal dominant disorder, this is a dominant one, this is a recessive one. In that dominant, similarly, these are parents, these parents affect and 4 individuals. One among the parent affected. Then here in this one among the children, the cross and formation of young ones. Here one more crossing. Then here it affected. In this young one also affected. One among these person, the 2 individuals are affected. What is the possibility genotypes are present in this dominant allele? This dominant allele is a homozygous or hetero. Any one among the you calculate. Suppose if you write all are dominant one, here also heterozygous, then it is also shading one, but it is the normal one. So here in that parent heterozygous. One more parent, if you write recessive one, any one among the person only affected. Here there are 2 persons are affected, so compulsory one can write. Here also hetero. These are heterozygous and all. This heterozygous, in this particular population, these are this particular homozygous recessive. That's why no one affected, homozygous recessive. But it is either completely homozygous dominant, but here heterozygous, it is also hetero, because of here there may be possible in autosomal dominant. Then you have one doubt here, why can't we take homozygous dominant, any one among this one? Here heterozygous we have taken, here homozygous dominant if you take, then no one will be normal, all are affected. There is no possibility. According to this diagrammatically, only 2% only affected, remaining 2% are normal. So it is compulsory homozygous recessive. That's why these two parental genotypes are compulsory heterozygous. It is not possible homozygous dominant. If you take homozygous dominant, all are affected. If you take both are homozygous recessive, all are affected. Any one, so compulsory one can take. If you take recessive, all will be affected, but 2% only affected here. Any one dominant, another heterozygous, all affected, but all may not be affected. That's why. So the genotype, that is very important. Either homo or hetero, either recessive allele or dominant allele, that is important. Related to, there is a dominant, this is a recessive. In that recessive, either autosomal or X-linked. Suppose, for example, X-linked recessive. How can you understand X-linked recessive? Instead of here, you must write in X. Suppose X-linked recessive, female are affected, then compulsory any one among the male affected, no one female in first generation. You remember carefully, in first generation, if it is X-linked recessive, it affects only male but not female. But here dominant allele, any either male or female. So recessive only little bit difficult while identification. But while practicing, it is not at all. It is very easy. Based on individuals, both male and female affected. If it is X-linked one only male only affected, female does not affect. If it is X-linked, it is autosomal. I am telling related to X-linked and Y-linked, very simple. Only males only affected. Y-linked inheritance, very easiest one. Y-linked, whatever the individuals, which one can affected? Only Y individuals only affected. This is Y-linked one. Y-linked normally present in hypertrichosis. Hypertrichosis, one among the best example of Y-linked inheritance. Just now I said one particular calculation. In cystic fibrosis, among 40,000 population, one related to 1%. This how many percentage of the population there may chance to affected. Then along with this dominant recessive heterozygous, autosomal dominant as well as autosomal recessive, along with this one X-linked recessive. Then first generation, remember, if it is X-linked, then it must any one among the male children affect. Both are affected means that compulsory autosomal recessive. X-linked, compulsory male affected. Maybe next generation, if it get any carrier one, there may chance and all. Then along with this one, some calculated parts, that is according to Hardy-Weinberg principle. In one question, in cystic fibrosis, there are 1% affected among 10,000. In cystic fibrosis, 1% affected among 10,000 population. Now, what is the percentage of carrier persons? You calculate what is the percentage of carrier persons. According to Hardy-Weinberg principle, already you know P plus Q whole square. In that P square plus 2PQ plus Q square equal to 1. Here cystic fibrosis is the recessive one. According to Hardy-Weinberg principle, that is the Q square. That is because of recessive one. Q square equal to 1 by 10,000. That is 10 to the power of minus 4. Then what is it by Q? That is 0.01. That means 10 to the power of minus 2. Then related to what is the P value? 1 minus 0.01. That means 0.99. Then what is the 2PQ value? P value 0.99. That is the Q value 0.01. Here there is 2 into, it is 2 into P as well as Q value. Then here you calculate it, that is 0.0198. For percentage purpose, one can mention here 100. That is equal to 1.98 into 10 to the power of minus 2. That is equal one particular percentage it will come. If they give among before that one, you remember, suppose A equal to 3%, B equal to 4%, C equal to 2%, D equal to 6%. Like that. What is the original percentage? Then according to this calculation, 2%. That means C, wherever it may be option C. Like that, such type of questions, once or twice, you only calculate, you only try it, whether it is dominant. Dominant means you calculate that P and recessive means Q. So based on the question type, the percentage, according to Hardy-Weinberg principle, they may chance to ask, you must concentrate on that one. 2004, no? Now, in the cystic fibrosis, for 10,000 population, 1% affected, in that there may be possible 2%. Suppose here you remember number of individuals, number of affected person. Suppose if it is 40,000, less than 1% is present. How many number of affected person? What is the total number of population? Similarly, if 20 individuals, suppose 20 persons, that is recessive persons, 20 recessive affected persons, that is 20 recessive, that is that recessive frequency 0.04. Then at any type of disease, then what is the percentage of, what is the total number of the population? Here they have given recessive. That means Q square equal to 0.04. Already given. How this 0.04 it came? Then we need total number of population, total number of individuals. Then Q square equal to that number of recessive individuals divided by the total number of individuals. That means X and here Q square 0.04. Number of recessive persons are 20. The total number of we don't know. That is X. Here we want X. That is X equal to, that is 2000 by 4. That means 500. Total number of, according to option, either 500, 800, 1000, 2000. Then based on this one, you calculate based on Hardy-Weinberg principle and all. Related to one more. Suppose this pedigree analysis. In this pedigree analysis, the 2 persons are affected. We don't know what type of either autosomal recessive, autosomal dominant, either X-linked or Y-linked, we don't know. But they have given options. The ear, that means earlobe, particular organism. These individuals are, that means these are ears are fused one. That dark color, that ears are fused. These are fused. That free ears, whomever these are, that free ear. That means these particular whomever affected, that is a fused, whomever freely present, there is a free ear lobes are present, external ears and all. Then what is my question? What is the probability the parental genotypes, either homozygous or heterozygous? That you must write. Here it is, if it is dominant, parents also darkness. So one must avoid it, that dominant one. It must be recessive one. Recessive means if it is homozygous recessive, any one among these one dark. Both are free. That's why compulsory it may be heterozygous parents. Here parents are heterozygous. The parents are heterozygous. Like for example, this one. These persons are affected. This is a recessive one. Fused particular character recessive one. Along with this one, what is the probability? Suppose any one among these, in these four individuals are present. Suppose if it is albinism, you know what is the way albinism? Albinism related to recessive trait and all, recessive disorder and all. In this albinism, what is the possibility of, what is the percentage possibility fifth children, fifth offspring? There are 4 children in that one. In that fifth children, what is the percentage possibility? Either 12.5, either 25%, either 50%, either 100%. According to this one, here also they did not given, that's why it is compulsory heterozygous alleles only one pair. In this, no one. Here it is, that means 25% they may possible in that 4. Fifth also, that is that much possibility only is there. So if they ask the fifth individual, what is the possible percentage affected among the heterozygous, that particular parent, if it is albinism, particular disease, then your answer will be, they have given, they will give different types of option, either 12.5, 25%, 75%, any one among this one. Similarly, the complementary, already we said, like complementary is in any one among the either dominant or recessive, it affected only one particular morphological characteristic feature. In that complementary gene, only one, that is example sweet pea, already we told under, in that capital C and small c and small p, then it cross with small c and small c and capital P and small p. These are the parents. Here, what are the possibility colored flowers in their next generation? What is the percentage possibility of the colored flowers? They are also given options, either 75%, either 25%, either 100%, either 50%. What is the possibility? This is white color flower. This is white color flower. According to complementary, whenever capital C, capital P combined, then only the flower color of sweet pea becomes purple color. Then only purple color. What is the possibility here? Here, the possibility color, if you want means, you write that gametes and all. Here, capital C and small p. Capital C and small p. Small c and small p. Similarly, that small c and capital P. Small c, capital P. small c, small p. Like this, if you draw, then you can understand here wherever it may be, it is not. So in this particular 4 remaining all the columns, you fill that one, that is white color. Here combination that capital C as well as the dominant C as well as P. These 4 particular flowers color, that is the purple color. That means among these 16, the total columns are 16. Among these 16, 4 are purple, rest of white. That means among the 16, 4 means that becomes 25%. It may not. If it is 8 columns are purple, that is a 50%. So here 4 columns only, that is the purple color of flower. But here answer will be the 25%. Such type of questions also they ask me. What is the another name of Daltonism? Color blindness, otherwise we call it as a Daltonism. Night blindness either acquired one deficiency of vitamin A or deficiency of that particular amount of that rod cells, improper functioning of rod cells related to this genetically, it is also may causes to the particular night blindness. What is it by aniridia? Absence of Irish, there is also dominant allele, dominant autosomal disorder. Aniridia, absence of this one. Myotonic dystrophy, autosomal dominant one. Because of excessive or improper, that is irritability, highly irritability of muscles. Whenever highly irritability of the muscles, it may be causes more contraction rather than with less relaxation of the muscles. It may be causes muscular trophy. Muscular trophy especially face as well as neck and arm. That means more contraction, less relaxation. So myotonic dystrophy also one type of autosomal dominant and all. Then apart from this one, incomplete linkage. In incomplete linkage, in this one, that red color as well as that is red color eye, normal wing, it cross with so red color normal wing, it cross with purple color vestigial wing and all. This is incomplete linkage. Already we said, once again recall under here small p, that possibility under red color as well as normal winged only is present. Then these particular that PV as well as small p, capital V, capital P, small v, small p, small v. If it is crossed with recessive allele, then possibility F2 generation, their possibility 9:1:1:8. Instead of 1:1:1:1, normal and that dihybrid cross, test cross ratio, it will be present that instead of, this is the normal test cross, but here incomplete linkage test cross ratio is present. Similarly, that is the blue color and elongated related to plant and then red color round pollen grains. It is that if it is crossed with recessive, here that possibility 7:1:7 instead of 1:1:1:1. So in F2 generation, in the test cross, in incomplete linkage, 7:1:1:7 in that particular plant, in this crossing and all. If it is a cross with, in this particular cross with this one, it cross with that is related to, that is related to recessive one among the parent, in that test cross ratio 7:1:1:7 instead of 1:1:1. That is because of incomplete that particular linkage aspects and all. So all these one, apart from this one, suppose in human sperm 50% of this one X chromosome, 50% of Y chromosome. Suppose one human sperm it is present both 20. Suppose in human sperm as present 22 autosomes plus XY. Another sperm 22 autosomes plus 0. Such type of possibility of sperm, if it will fuse in normal egg cell, what type of disorders are possible? There may chance for, they give options either Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Turner syndrome, both Turner's and Brown. Listen carefully, you observe and identify and calculate this one. Normally sperms are 22 autosomes X or 22 autosomes Y, but here abnormal 22 autosomes XY, only one sperm. Another sperm, nothing allosomes, neither X or Y. This, if it will fertilize in normal X cell means that is in X cell 22 autosomes plus X. If it is cross, this one, if it is cross, then what is the possibility? What is the possibility? Already you know there is a Klinefelter as well as Turner syndrome. So all these one, once or twice you must observe, then it will be helpfully a lot. Once or twice you must be practiced. Okay, thank you.